Okay, let's get right into it. So, Fourth Wing has been out a while, and they are trying to get a movie going. I positively cannot wait. I pity the world. Why? You don't like romanticides? I do not. They're a combination of two bad genres, like smushing rotten fruit and nuclear waste together and hoping the result will not be something awful. Wow, okay. But what makes you annoyed with Fourth Wing specifically? Fourth Wing is the military faction that the main character gets sorted into, correct? Yep. So, 4 factions. Yep. Like the 4 houses in Harry Potter. Perhaps. And what sorts of things do the students do? Well, among other things, they compete in tournaments where they need to find stolen treasures to earn points. Do you even realize what you just said? Oh. And the main character is a half-crippled bookworm named Violet, correct? Yeah, she's pretty much disabled. Wouldn't be able to survive a day in a birthday party bounce house, huh? Probably not, no. Which means she will naturally become a total boss in no time and will kick all kinds of bottom. I guess? Quite a transformation, indeed. And she proceeds to put down seasoned warriors who have been training for war their entire lives. I guess? And Violet further proves her strength by climbing a pole with some weights instead of carrying them to retrieve an arrow. And later, that will give her the idea to climb a shaft with a rope. What's wrong with that? It was a great idea. That Mulan had. Yeah. Let's assume I never read Fourth Wing. Tell me more about Violet. Certainly. She has brown and silver hair, lightning powers. Her brother was brought back from the dead and, as it turns out, sided with the rebellion. So, Mare Barrow from Red Queen? No. Tell me, does she have a love interest? Of course. Xaden. He is tall, dark, and has shadow powers. So, Rysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses? No. What's the background threat they are preparing for? The reason for all the military training. Everyone loved that part. Did they? Yeah. There's a ward around the main country's borders that keeps the bad guys out. So, like the wall in A Song of Ice and Fire? No. Who's the main bad guy? This dude named the Sage. He creates monsters that can only be killed by a special metal. So, like the Night King in A Song of Ice and Fire? No. This seems like the sort of world where good soldiers would be few and far between, correct? Oh, yeah, because of all the war and such. Yeah, so the school is extra careful with its recruits, I would imagine. Not so much, no. It's a vicious dragon school, and as such, its instructors often kill students just to prove a point. Why not send failing students to other factions? Because then I wouldn't have any shocking scenes where kids die. Like in the Hunger Games? No. Tell me, what's unique about this particular dragon school? Everything. So it's nothing like Dragon School by Sarah C.L. Wilson? No. Because if I remember correctly, that series is about a teenager who is a cripple and endures grueling training. What a coincidence. How about love triangles? Tell me about those. Okay, yeah. So the first guy that Violet falls in love with is a complete jork, but she eventually comes to her senses and falls for the dark, morally ambiguous guy. So, like Shatter Me and A Court of Thorns and Roses. Those are totally different. I guess we're changing the definition of different. Man, tell me how you really feel. Challenge accepted. In the case of a nuclear holocaust, and this was the only surviving novel in the world, I would burn it before I burned wood. At least then it would provide some measure of value. Once I finished reading it, I went and punched an elevator door. Just because. So there you go. That's how I really feel. But that's just me. You're welcome.